On today's video, we're going to replace the battery on a Motorola G Pure. This battery got swollen. Heat and weather condition can cause this problem. Let's get it done. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss notification on future videos. Thank you. One day we are volcano hunting in Hawaii, and the next day we realize we broke our phone's battery on the process. If this happened to you, don't worry, I'm here to help you. To begin this repair, I'm going to remove the back cover on this phone. I'm going to use my razor blade. If you are new to repairing phone, I advise you to use some plastic pry tools instead of metal. Before I do that, I'm going to remove the SIM tray. Remove the SIM tray and put it on the side. This back cover is just clipping to the phone, so we're gonna use our razor blade to unclip it. Just go in between the frame and the back and start prying this off. You gotta use a little bit of force, which is, those clips are pretty strong. And just go like that all the way around. We already made some very good progress. I'm gonna advise you to not pull this back cover completely. We have the fingerprint right here. We need to push it in before we pull the back cover off. Another way, we are going to break that fingerprint. Just watch the video. Just like so. I have my back cover almost free in here, so I'm gonna push down on the fingerprint just like that. So you guys can see it has to fall in place so we don't break that cable for the fingerprint. There we go, and our back cover is off just like so. Now we can have a glimpse, we can have a look at the battery right here, but still we don't have access to the connection. We're gonna grab our T5 screwdriver. Let me just show you really quick. T5 screwdriver. We're gonna need this to remove all these screws to gain access to the battery connection. Let's get this done. All right, we got our screws loose. I realized we even missing some screws, so this one is probably being already worked on. All right, from after we have all the screws removed, you can just grab this plastic tray, just pull it up. I'm going to use my pry tool to help me with this. And it's gonna come off just like so. We see our water indicator right there is become red. So that happens sometimes for weather conditions, not necessarily it's being deep on the water. All right, let me unplug this fingerprint cable, flex cable, so that's gonna be out of the way. Now we have access to our battery. It's gonna unplug our battery. Finally, we got to unplug our battery. To remove this battery, I'm going to use my heating mat. If you don't have this type of equipment, you can use a hair dryer or a heat gun. But I repeat, we're not gonna get this phone extremely hot to remove this battery. We're gonna use also isopropyl alcohol. Applying this alcohol on the side is gonna get this adhesive loose, so we're not gonna use too much force. Don't use too much alcohol because this can get into the screen and damage the screen. Do not apply alcohol on the bottom of the battery either. Please follow this advice. I advise you to use some plastic tools to remove the battery. Alright, after some times, we're going to start to pry this battery off. You can go on the side and start pushing it out and see if the battery is giving up. If the battery is not giving up, wait a little longer. That's my advice. This battery has to come out very easily, just like this. As you guys can see, the adhesive just give up after being in touch with the alcohol. Don't force it out. All right, now we're gonna put our heating mat on the side. Now let's grab our new battery and we need to glue it on the back of this phone. So what we're gonna use to glue this battery, actually this is our original battery that the company sent us from another device. As you guys can see, sometimes that's the better way to grab batteries. That way we know it's not a refurbished battery, which sometimes I don't recommend much use refurbished batteries. All right, let's grab our double side tape and put a little bit on the sides. This is just to have the battery right there steady inside our phone. We don't want our battery shaking inside the phone. Customer is gonna think, or you yourself, your battery is gonna be just jumping around inside the phone while you use it. All right, just grab the battery and drop it on the same place where the battery used to be. And that's it. Just push it down. Make sure you can also flip your phone and see if it doesn't fall down. So that means it's steady in there. All right. And now we can do two things. We can grab our fingerprint. If you don't want to mess with cables, connections, or anything like that, we can grab our fingerprint and connect it right there. When you work on this type of phones, also before even doing anything else, you can check on the LCD cable. Make sure it's connected well, and right there it's connected well. And now we can plug in our battery. Let's grab our tray. We have the plastic tray holding down all this cable, including the battery cable, and just push it down. Clip this goes clipped into the frame. Just make sure you hear those nice clips, and grab your screwdriver once again and start installing all the screws back into the phone. And that's it. Our battery is back on place. To close the phone, all we gotta do is grab the back cover and turn it on the top and start pressing side by side, just like so. Here's those clips, clicking in, grabbing into, wrapping the phone, hugging the phone around, and it's gonna be closed just like that. To finish this, we're gonna grab our SIM tray with our SIM card and we're gonna put it back into the phone just like so. Now let's push the power. There you go, our phone is turning on and it has a new battery. And here is the old battery. As you guys can see, is pretty swollen. This caused the phone to maybe shut off at 40-50% randomly, and it's not gonna let you use it well as it should. So that's it for this video, guys. Now your phone has a new battery and you can go back to watch those hours of videos on YouTube or any other social media of your choice. I hope this video helped you on changing the battery, or at least have some fun watching how the phone is built. I hope this helped you guys, and I hope to see you back on the next video. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe and drop your likes. It goes along the way to grow the channel. Thank you guys. See you on the next one. Bye now.